What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Top Flight Podcast. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. Back in studio today. Beautiful Austin, Texas. A little cold in Austin, Texas tonight, I must say. I'm with the boys. We got Bali here to my right. We got B here to my left. Primo off camera on the ones and twos, controlling everything that goes on behind the scenes at the Top Flight Podcast studio. Beautiful facilities, 5-star, top of the line, top notch, better than the St. David's Health Center, Performance Center, whatever it's called. B, starting off with you, mate. How are you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing better. I was sick during the week, man. I got sick during the week, struggling with that, but I finally feel good in time for the podcast, and yeah.
Well, I mean, I wasn't sick, but last night I felt terrible.
You felt sick.
Felt sick. I felt sick. Bali, how are you doing, mate?
I'm not doing good. I'll tell you that. You know, I'm doing pretty bad right now, but it is what it is, bro. Gotta live life. Gotta keep going.
You gotta live life, brother.
That's a good point, man. That's a good point. I actually had to step back and tell myself that today, this morning. I was like, you know what, bro? Don't let it control you too much. You know, try to disconnect every now and then. I think you had a good point there, Bali. Primo, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right. I think I'm enjoying Real Madrid, winning. They won. And
Cutting the lead. I see that. Cutting the
Oh
lead.
my God.
Okay.
Okay.
We're there. We're there, bro.
Okay.
We're there.
Austin's kind of down right now, bro. So I'm kind of putting my attention towards Real Madrid. And
I like that.
we got a big Champions League game
Yes,
coming
sir.
up, and
Big boy things.
yeah,
Big boy things,
overall
mate.
pretty good.
We got an interesting episode today. Obviously, we're going to talk about the LA Galaxy. We got to talk about the referees' decisions, the Galaxy goals, the attack. Also, a very important issue that apparently was taken over Twitter last night was a wolf in, wolf out conversation. That's going to be mentioned in the episode. And then just a random name that for a coach for AustinFC that I want to discuss later on in the episode, but we'll get to that. I want to start off by plugging in the website. We're AustinTV.com. You should check us out. We got a bunch of articles up there written by football critics, Scott and JC, all my G's up there doing some really good work. Also, shout out to Top Flight Podcast. The facilities, as I mentioned earlier, make sure to give us a follow if you can. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast. And last but not least, before we get into the game, Ryan versus Tank. Garcia versus Tank last night.
Yeah.
Just real quick.
Big fight, man. We had
fight.
We had the fight on. We had the game on at the same time. 2 TVs. Yeah, it was a great night.
I said last night, I would rather be Ryan Garcia's ribs right now.
Did y'all put any money up? Did y'all lose any money?
I lost money.
You
I
lost
lost
money?
money. I lost money.
Bali?
I told you who was gonna win. I knew Tank was gonna win,
Yeah.
bro. You know,
I
put your house
thought
on Tank.
I thought King Ryan was gonna come through.
Hey, the first round, dude, he was, it seemed like Ryan was going at him, and then that got dropped in the second
bro.
round.
Tank was just studying him, and then he timed him with the left hand. Yeah.
If it would have been on TikTok,
Yeah.
Ryan would have won. If it would have been a TikTok, Ryan would have won, bro. But
What the fuck?
it is what it is, man. I lost money on that fight, but let's get into Austin FC now. Last night, 2-0 to the LA Galaxy. Galaxy get their first win of the season. What are y'all's overall thoughts on the match? B, starting off with you, mate.
Oh, man, depressing, horrible. We lost to LA. We gave LA their first dub of the season. We gave Chicharito their first goal of the season. We gave Ricky Puig his first goal of the season. I mean, are we like the Robin Hood? We give these points to the bottom of the league. We gave points to Houston when they were bottom. We gave points to Colorado when they were bottom. We're giving points to LA when they're at the bottom. So, there's not much positive to say, bro. I mean, we look bad. We came into this game in bad form, hoping this game would be the one to boost us up. Nope. We're further down in the mud. And, yeah, I mean, I could try to make up excuses, injuries, and all that stuff, but overall the feeling is bad, and it just gets worse and worse.
Bali, I have a quote here from Josh Wolf. It says he was asked by Phil West when the goal scoring seal would be broken. Josh Wolf had to say this. He said, "I'm hoping it's next game. We don't go out there with the intention of losing. We don't go out there with the intentions of not scoring. I think we've shown since our inception we're a team that plays extremely well with the ball. We create a good amount of chances, and I think that's been the case in some games, and some games it hasn't." Josh Wolf, saying that pretty much they create good amount of chances, just the ball doesn't go into the back of the net, mate. What were your overall thoughts on last night's match?
I mean, we had a couple chances, not a lot. Josh Wolf, okay, keep it real, man. And overall thoughts. I mean, what do you want me to say? I told you in my last interview that we had outside Q2, I told you it's gonna get worse, and I'm here to tell you, bro, it's going to get worse, G. It's going to get worse, and it's I mean the team is down right now. There's no motivation around the team. The team is not playing for Josh right now. It's clear to see, and we're out of playoffs right now currently, and it's getting bad and worse and worse and worse. So next game, San Jose at home. What are we gonna go out there and lose? Are we gonna play for the badge? Are we gonna show up? Because the players look like they're quitting out there. I mean, the last 10 minutes of that game, we looked like we wanted to go home. If that's the case, just stay home. Don't fly with the team. To be honest, so I mean, it was a horrible performance all around.
I feel you, Bali. Just some quick stats here from Austin FC side. 38% possession. Now that does not go with Austin FC. Austin FC is a team that likes to have the ball. We usually like to keep 50%, even more if we can. Last night, 38% is all we could keep against LA Galaxy. We had 11 shots. Only 2 of those were on target. Those 2 big chances, and there were 2 big chances missed. Well, we only finished with 2 corners. 4 offsides. One of those was the goal that was called back from Drusy. We're going to talk about that here in a bit. 1 counter attack and 6 saves had to be made by San Stuver. That's what I'm going to start calling him, Stuver now, bro. Just San Stuver. That's it. Just San Stuver. From the LA Galaxy side, they had 62% possession, 18 shots. 8 of those were on target. They had 3 big chances, 12 corners, 1 offsides, 5 counter attacks, and one of those was that Lito Ricky Puchko. And only 2 saves had to be made by the goalkeeper by the name of Klinsmann. Let's see, boys. I want to get into the referee decisions last night. I want y'all to get y'all's thoughts on Chris Penzo. But first, I have a quote here from Josh Wolf before I get your thoughts, B. The quote says, "I guess they said Seba impeded." Oh my God! It says, I guess they said Seba impeded the player. That's what we were told on the field. That the defender recovering, that Seba impeded him. Again, I think a lot of Chris Penzo, I think he's the best in the league. I thought it was tough to watch tonight. Wolf also goes on to say, refereeing is very, very challenging, but these don't seem like the real hard ones. They really, really don't. Before declaring of Chris Penzo, I thought he was poor, extremely poor on the night. B, your thoughts on the referee last night?
Man, I'm not going to sit here and just blame the ref, bro. I get it. The decision didn't go our way, and, at that time, at that moment in the game, I mean, what everything that we've seen on the field, I'm not going to, I mean, I get it. Some fans can be upset at the ref, and rightfully so, but, being a fan of the MLS for 3-4 years now, following Austin FC, these sort of decisions, these refs, it happens. But overall, I wouldn't put that on just the refereeing, man. I think we were poor, way, way poor. We shouldn't have to rely on those decisions. And we can't make that an excuse, bro. And I'm not going to make that an excuse.
Now, some notable things that happened in that game that, was some of the main reasons why Josh Wolf was inclined to talk about the refereeing decision, especially, Chris Penzo, even though he said that he thinks a lot about him. Austin's goal got called back for offsides, which a lot of fans went to Twitter to express their frustration. Some people were saying that it was not off. He was on 100%. They even went to go draw their own lines. Screenshots filled Twitter feed last night. But also there was more. Zardy's potential PK not called. That was something that was kind of point-blank range. It could have changed the game. And then also Ricky Puig had a nasty tackle on Maxi, a very nasty stomp. Could have been a red card. I don't know. Maybe it would have been harsh. And also Josh Wolf was complaining about Boyd not receiving a second yellow card and getting a red and being sent off. So I want to get your thoughts, Bali. The PK not called. Is that something that maybe could have come back and changed the game?
You really want to piss me off, right, Hernan? Oh. You really want to piss me
know.
off, right? Why are we even talking about this right now? Why are the refs?
Is it not part of the game? Not part of the game?
But why are the refs? Why are we even talking about the refs right now? Why are we blaming the refs? Why is this even a topic to talk about? Okay, we lost because we were not good enough.
Yeah.
Not because of the ref. Okay. Period. It's time to hold the players accountable. It's time to hold Josh Wolf accountable, because this is on them. It's not on the ref. Was the ref good? No, he was decent. But stop blaming the refs, okay? And the penalty was what, the 89th minute? That's when that played that they were reviewing the penalty. What 2-1? You're happy with that? 2-1.
With added time, you could go in and sneak a second, get a point away from home.
You thought we were gonna get a second. You thought we were gonna win the game or even tie the game.
I'm
That's what
saying
you thought.
I'm saying
You
you could
thought.
go in, sneak in, get a second, possibly, maybe come back to Austin with 1 point, maybe.
Also, we
Maybe.
could
We
have
weren't
gave it
gonna
to
win that
Rigoni.
game.
It could have broke the seal for him.
We weren't gonna win that game.
I'm being serious, mate.
We weren't gonna win that game.
But like, if we
I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
Look, bro. Look, let's go to the comments on Instagram on the post about the referees. Some of the comments kind of siding with you, Bali. I'm gonna start off with the first one. Landon Kosacek. He says, normally I'd agree, but the level we've been playing at, this is not what the coach should be gripping about. Take some accountability. We had my G, Jeremy Bohannon. He said, nah, I don't condone blaming Chris P for this below average start to the season. We got outplayed and outcoached last night and haven't seen the back of the net in way too long. Point blank, period.
Period.
Craig West 7 says, Wolf clutching at straws. Referees aren't picking the lineup and tactics that he continually gets wrong. Thanks for last season, coach, but you got to go now. Honorary Ballsack back again with another comment. Honorary Ballsack, he says, short of, quote, my shit isn't working. We're going back to the drawing board, end of quote. Don't GAF. Don't give a F what he has to say. Jeremiah Hernandez agrees with me. He says he's not wrong with this one. I agree 100%. The referee was poor last night, bro.
Yeah,
he was
for
poor.
Sure, he was poor, but
Oh my god.
yeah, we're not blaming him on our performance.
But it affects the game to an extent, guys.
The only thing that I would see positive is if we get a penalty in the last minutes, give it to Rigoni or Sardis so they can score a goal. That's the only positive thing. But other than that, I mean, our performance was shit, bro.
All right, guys. Well, we won't spend too much time on the referee, Chris Penzo, or Chris Menso, is what I heard people
That's a good one.
in LA call him that. And supposedly this guy heavies the LA Galaxy. He favors the LA Galaxy heavily.
Oh, conspiracy.
Conspiracy,
Whoa,
bro. I had
conspiracy.
I had people
come on,
flood.
man.
I had people flood DMs last night, and they said, "Wow, it doesn't surprise me that Chris Penzo is helping the LA Galaxy again."
Oh wow.
What do you want me to do then? What do you want me
Wow.
to do?
You're
If
so right.
if people are hitting me up and they're saying that this guy favors the Galaxy a lot, is that not a pattern then? What's the guy's name that always calls against Chelsea? Anthony Taylor. Whenever you see him ref a Chelsea game, what goes through your mind? This guy, he always calls it versus Chelsea.
But
Well, that's why I just want to bring it up.
And I get it, and I understand why you bring it up, bro. I'm not giving you shit on that, Bali is. But it's just like if we were 2-2, and then that last minute we could have won the game, then maybe.
I agree.
But
I see what you're saying.
yeah,
I see what
we
you're
just got shitty performance, bro. I mean,
I
it's
feel
just
you.
all around just shitty, bro.
Let's go on to the LA Galaxy goals. We can talk about some goals there. Important also to note that it was Chicharito's first goal of the 2023 MLS season, along with Ricky Puig, first goal of the 2023
Who else
MLS
needs a goal?
season. Who else needs a goal?
Who else
Exactly.
needs a goal, bro? Who else
Sporting
needs a
Kansas
goal?
City.
Who else needs a dub? Who we play next? San Jose? Do they need a goal? I mean, come on, bro.
Lucky Bounce gets to Chicharito for the 1-0. Ring maybe was off of his line. B was mentioning how he kind of stepped up, or I think that was Bali. Nick Lima was left flat-footed on that goal as well. He was a bit further away, so maybe he couldn't really do much. Great finish by Chicharito into the top corner. Not even San Stuver could do anything about that, so congrats to Chicharito for his first goal. The second goal is what I want to spend a little bit more time on, boys, and that's Owen Wolf. Owen Wolf gives up the ball, and LA Galaxy start up the counterattack that got the 2-0. I want to get your thoughts, Bali. I want to start off with you, mate. A lot of people are comparing Owen Wolf's goal to Kip Keller's mistake. Is that on the same level kind of mistake, or are people putting too much into it because he's Josh Wolf's son?
I mean, I'm upset, man. We're all upset, but I do think that that's a little harsh on Owen. You know, was it as bad as Kip's? No, it wasn't. You know, Kip's mistake was a horrible mistake.
Abysmal.
You know, it made news. Oh,
Atrocious.
it made news worldwide.
Yeah, it did. National news.
National news.
Fans in Haiti knew about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
in the Dominican
Yes,
Dominican
they
Republic.
did.
They knew about
They
it, and they were
did.
whistling
Yeah.
at Kip.
So you know, it was it a mistake? Yes, it was a mistake by Owen, and it was a horrible one. But will he be in the starting lineup next game? You damn right he is. Is he going to start next game? You damn right he is.
Do you think that's a problem? Do you agree with Owen Wolf being in the starting 11 against San Jose at home this weekend coming up after this mistake on the road?
Well, I would like to see maybe Alex Ring back in the midfield
With
you know?
Radovanovic in there?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
of course. And
Maybe Kip made the bench. Kip made the bench this
yeah,
game.
but I don't think Kip's.
You know who
I
we're
don't
not
think
mentioning?
I don't think Kip's.
Our
Julio?
our bench midfielder, Valencia.
Valencia could also
We've
slot in.
seen him play. He's
Valencia
not
could
cutting
also
it,
slot
bro.
in.
He's not cutting it right now either.
He's almost not even.
He's not cutting it
it's
either, bro.
unfortunate right now.
All our players are down bad right now. We're
Same question goes to you, be real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Do you have Owen Wolf starting next game after this mistake versus the Galaxy?
if our new center back isn't ready, then yeah, Ring would have to play center back, bro. We don't have an option to get to sit Owen down and play Ring unless we have either Julio back to fitness or our new center back. I keep forgetting his name, Radovanovic. If he's ready to go, then yes, I would have slid in Ring.
Yeah. I think
But
so
if he's
too.
not, then Ring's gonna play center back because we don't have a center back to plug that hole in. So Owen's gonna start. So,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Primo, real quick, can you let us know what Owen Wolf's match rating was for last night?
We have him at a 6.4.
6.4 for Owen. Tough one, man. And you know
Good
what, bro?
performance.
Owen, if it wasn't for that mistake, would you have said that Owen Wolf had a bad game?
I
He had an okay game. Okay.
Yeah,
game.
he always has an okay game, and then every now and then he has a great game. But you know, at his age,
His only great game was when he got the goal, though.
that is true. When he that banger,
And,
but
his preseason banger versus Inter
yeah,
Miami.
the way I see it, at his age, he's gonna be playing for the U.S. U20s. I mean, he's probably gonna be in the World Cup for them. Hopefully, the
Mhm.
way things are going, he's gaining experience. You know, that mistake that he had, he's gonna build from that. He's gonna get better from that. And he's just gaining experience right now, and he's doing a job because Valencia isn't gonna come in and do a job that he does. bro.
Sofiane is still in there. A lot of
Sofiane
people
also.
calling for him.
Sofiane also. Maybe he gets a little bit.
He
think
was.
he
He
needs
wasn't.
minutes.
He wasn't even on the team.
I
He
think
didn't.
that's
He didn't
true.
even fly to LA, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on.
He didn't fly to LA. He did not.
You know.
But-
Come on.
Right now, it's very unfortunate the kind of situation that we're in.
We're kind of tied up.
We're very tied up right now. And that's going to lead us into the next topic perfectly. But before we go into it, I want to ask the Top Flight Podcast listeners, leave your answer in the comments below. Do you think Owen Wolf should be in the starting lineup, starting 11 next game against San Jose? Or do you think that he should receive the same kind of treatment that the other football players for AustinFC received after making a mistake? Tarek, Kip Keller. Now, mind you, B just said that the mistake was not at the same level, but it is a mistake that went on to be punished.
I wouldn't punish him that severely, bro. I wouldn't just sit
Okay.
him down, especially in our situation. Given our
Okay.
situation, like who we're gonna bring in, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I would have him starting, like I said earlier. If somehow our center back is ready to play, I forget his name again. What's his name?
Radovanovic,
Radovanovic. I gotta write it down somewhere. But
Alexander.
if hopefully he's ready to go, I'm hoping he's ready to go.
Or Julio.
No, Julio's not ready.
No, Julio's not ready.
yet.
But if
Julio's
he's
not
ready to go,
Please,
then
Julio,
slot in
please.
Ring in the midfielder. But if he's not ready to go, Owen's gonna be in that lineup again.
Julio, and I've been a big Julio stan since day one. He's been the key to all this way. He's been the key. As soon as Julio got taken out, scrambled. Ring acá, this guy. We
Yeah.
can't take him out. Yada yada yada. Puro viri, right?
Yeah.
And now Julio's gone, and look at that scramble, bro. As soon as Julio comes back, defense goes back to normal. Alex Ring goes to the midfield, and everybody's good and happy. But we'll see.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
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 Let's go into the next topic, which I have here. It is Wolf out or Wolf in. Where do you stand? And is that the question we should be asking right now? Is it deeper than just the coach? Right now, we ran a poll last night on Twitter. It only lasted 12 hours. It ended today around 11 a.m. And the question was, are you Wolf in or Wolf out? Where do you stand? I should have had a third option. And the third option was going to be let it play out. See where we're at the end of the
you should
season.
add,
I should have added that. My bad.
for sure.
Apologize. But the numbers were very one-sided. I believe it was 64%, 65% that were Wolf out, and the other percentage was Wolf in. And I want to start off with you, B-Mate. I have it here. Yeah, 65% and 35%. No sporting director heavily affecting this team, obviously. Reina sacked obviously hurt us. Injuries are hurting this team as well. Would you let it play out? Or are you all the kind of people, or the kind of fan that wants to see Josh Wolf leave mid-season? What are your thoughts, mate? Where are you at?
Definitely let it play out, bro. I mean, like you said, this isn't just like a. The players are down bad. The Wolf is not. The injuries, Wolf also. Everyone gets a piece of this blame, bro. It goes all around the whole club in entirety. It might even go up to like the people around the club with
The FO,
Reina,
the FO, the
with the
FO.
Reina situation, bro. You know what I mean? Like right now in the clubs, to its core, it's not right, and I don't think. I think the obviously in football and soccer, the easiest thing to do to freshen things up, and Football Critic mentioned this in the space, is to replace the manager. It's the easiest go-to thing to do.
That's
to,
what we've seen in history in
his-
all these other
yes,
football clubs.
You can't replace 11 players, but you can replace one coach.
It's
Exactly.
easier to do that.
But the thing is, when Wolf signed this contract extension to keep him here to 2025, I think the club and the higher ups kind of knew that they were going to go long term, and to me and how much is like it's a little too early still, in my opinion, bro, to kind of get rid of the coach. I think that we're not playing well. There's no signs of us playing well. Our DP Rigoni isn't scoring. Zardes isn't scoring. The Reina situation, the Ring situation. We're starting off in the bad foot at the beginning of the season with Ring getting stripped of the captaincy, with Gaberson leaving, bro. Like everything just kind of started off badly, bro. And I think it's gonna take us to really get hit hard and really like maybe this is our semi-pro rock bottom. Sometimes you need to hit a little bit of a rock bottom, bro, to kind of, realize where you are and to move forward. I mean, we have no option but to move forward. We have no option but to focus on San Jose.
Push forward.
Push forward. We have no option but to move forward and just keep growing. And once you hit a certain point, rock bottom, I wouldn't say this is rock bottom because, trust me, like Bali's saying, it could get worse. So I'm not saying that this is our rock bottom, but we can take it as that and move forward. But I think that we're not going to let go of Wolf right now, bro. I don't even think we're going to let him go during the season, to be honest, bro.
Bali, same question goes to you, mate. Right now, the topic is heavily Wolf in, Wolf out on social media around AustinFC. You're one of the people that kind of has led the conversation in the past year one, bringing it now around to year 3. After last season's success, a lot of people are saying the fans are crazy for calling Wolf out. Fans are delusional for wanting this guy out, especially after a lot of the players are still there that had success in that year 2. I'm not going to ask you if you're going to let it play out because I know where you stand, how you feel. So I just want to ask you, where do you stand now with what you said last week with regards of Davy Arnaud? So can you let us know where you're at right now?
Well, man, I mean, right now, it's all over Twitter, and it's kind of dividing the fan base a little bit because some people want him out right now, some people want to stick with him for the long run. They want to trust this marathon, and it's very, very divided. I'll tell you something, man. I think to me, our option is we have 26 games left. Give him the 13, so give him until July. And let's see what happens. If he's not in playoff, if he's nowhere near playoffs, if we're still struggling, if you don't see the same results, if there's no confidence around the team, and you see that, because to me it looks like he's losing the locker room little by little. That's what I feel like. I really do feel that. So if that continues, I would let him go half season, mid-season, let him go, and I would try to convince David Arnaud to step up and take over the rest of the season, and that gives Anthony. That gives Precourt enough time to, go look for somebody, a proper coach that could take us on next season. If Davey does good, keep him.
I do want to say this, Bali, real quick before you go. We did have somebody that we're not going to name. Somebody let us know that maybe Davy Arnaud, if Josh Wolf were to walk, Davy Arnaud wouldn't want to stay over because he might walk with Josh Wolf because they have a deep connection that maybe goes further than just football. Yeah. So there's that possibility on the table that if we were to get rid of Josh Wolf, his staff might go along with him if they choose to do that. Right? B, you want to make a point?
I was going to ask, okay, I see your logic, bro, and I get it. Do you think this club will do that?
No,
it's a good
I
point.
don't think so.
It's a good point. And actually, real quick,
I don't think so.
I want to send a shout out to one of the writers at We'reAustinTV.com, Scott. He made a good point today. We were talking about it in the We're Austin TV writers group chat. He says, "Do you think this club is organized enough right now to get rid of their head coach?"
Bro, we don't even have a damn GM, bro.
So. We're not organized enough for that.
It's not happening, Wayne. It's not happening, bro. As simple as that. It's just not happening. I think we need to get the stuff fixed. It came out. I don't know if it's official yet. There was some talk about Reina's out, right? He's done, right?
It was not official.
It was not official. Okay, but we need to, if he's gone, if he's out, if we're saying that he might be gone or out, then we need to fix that issue first, and work our way from there, right? So we're too unorganized. Like that great article by Scott. We're too unorganized right now, and I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. And I feel like if if he's losing or lost or players aren't happy, I think it's gonna go to a point where a rock bottom situation. And I don't think this is. I'm not saying this is rock bottom, bro. But like if it gets to a point where it's like, dude, we haven't scored a goal in so long, and it's just horrible. I think there's no other option but to get over the fact that we're not happy and just work. And move forward, bro.
Okay.
And I think that would happen first rather than firing Wolf.
I see. Bali, is there anything else you want to say maybe before we go on to the next topic?
Well, I mean, you talked about, someone telling us that, Davey and Josh are very close to each other, and if Josh walks, maybe David will follow. And I feel like if Precourt talks and tries to convince Davey, tells him, help me out here. Help me out. We know the club is on the mess, but right now, I need you to step up for me and help me out.
And he would be like, believe in Wolf. Believe in my boy.
Nah.
That's boys, bro. They're boys.
Nah.
He probably would.
Why would I help you if you don't believe him?
You know what, Davey? I'm sorry.
Okay, then who?
Go walk.
Then who comes in then? Then who comes in now?
That's tough, mate. Honestly,
And
it's
that
harder.
that comes,
bro.
and
I get
that comes down to Anthony. At the end of the day, Anthony Precourt is the one that has to go and look for and see who can come and make us a successful club. Right now, we're not there yet.
I think, mate, honestly, it's going to have to come down to us just finishing out the rest of the season, bro. Obviously, we're going to have to finish out the rest of the season, and then we're going to assess where we are at the table, the kind of football that we played, the form that we did it. Was Josh Wolf able to come back from this slump? No, he wasn't. Okay, well, now we know how he performs in these kind of terrains. We know that moving on next season, okay, boom, in the summer or in the winter, wherever, we can organize ourselves, move forward to trying to find a new coach, maybe get a sporting director, all in the same shabam.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And then we can assess and go from there, because we don't have a sporting director. Our captain issue, our captaincy thingy is a mess right now.
Yeah, we have
Injuries,
a midfielder playing center back.
Injuries are plaguing us right now, right? Do you want to add the stress of finding another coach right now? I don't know if that's the way to go. I think we need to give this guy at least to the end of the season, and then we can figure it out from there.
It's not happening, bro. So ride or die.
It's really unfortunate, and I know a lot of top flight listeners are not gonna like to hear this, especially. But we're just gonna have to ride it out with Wolf for this season. Bro.
We have to, bro. So let's back it. I mean, like I said, it's almost like I want this club to do well, but it's like I keep bringing this rock bottom thing up. It's just like sometimes that needs to happen, bro, to reset. You could either fire the coach and reset like that, or you could hit a point in the season in the club and something drastic happen to shake things up. So
no,
we'll see,
okay, so let's see. So we write it out.
We write it out.
People, we support the club. We support Josh. We don't make playoffs.
But let's say we do.
Okay. Let's say we do make playoffs. First round, they beat us. We come out. Okay, we struggled, bad season. We don't win the U.S. Open. We don't do anything in the Leagues Club. We end the season, nothing. Okay. Are you gonna keep him for year 4?
No. I'm saying depending on what this season is, what the result of this season is. Whenever it ends, okay, Josh, this is what happened. Obviously, we can't continue moving forward with you, brother. Thank you so much. We're gonna have to pay him out at the end of his contract. No, we're gonna have to.
We're talking
bust
about
out the money.
We're talking a lot about what ifs, though. We're getting kind of in the what ifs area. I mean, it all depends on. First thing we need to do is get a damn sporting director, bro. I think let's get that first.
Yes.
And then let's see what we can go from there, bro.
And also one more point on that before I read some comments here on Twitter. The fact that Josh Wolf and interim sporting director Sean Rubio, they've extended a lot of players' contracts around the same time that Josh Wolf's contract ends. So we could see this project playing out all until the end of 2025, bro. We could see it play out until 2025. I'm serious, brother. I'm serious. We could see it play out until the end, and then we could have a whole new reboot, a whole new system, bro. Kind of like expansion all over again.
We'll get ready for more drama. More arguments, more fan base, more
or more history made.
Yeah. What?
or more history made, like we
Like
made
second
history
season.
last season, bro.
Real quick, boys, I got some
Right.
tweets I
Come
want to
on,
read
bro.
here. First one from Phoenix, Yano Phoenix. He says, he says firing the coach isn't going to change anything. The players themselves can't do anything. We had Carlos A. Cabrera say, Drusy out as captain while we are at it. I don't know about that. Nick Turner says, you people are ridiculous. We lose a few players and y'all want to blame the coach? How about our front office for not getting any wingers or DPs who score besides one? We had DT, Danny Bands. He says, Wolf out. He has a big ego and won't change his tactics. Let's see. We had that's where that came from. Let's see. We had Logan say, going down 2-0 and not immediately making subs to go on the attack is baffling and not very ruthless. Wolf out as a MF. And just one more from Chris Hartle. He says, it's not the coaching. It's just not. The core players have their contracts and their Ferraris and look comfortable this season. Give me 3 Austin FC 2 players with fire in their souls to excel and win for every DP we've currently got. I think we'd be ahead. I like that one, bro.
And I agree with that.
I like that.
You know,
Ferrari
and I know
comment.
some, and I know people are all upset. You know, because we criticize, and I know some players might be upset that we criticize. But you know, to be honest with you, I don't care. I could care less. You know, because when you leave, when your contract is over and you rack up your money and you make millions here, and you move on and you go play for somebody else, who will still be here? I will still be here, G. So I could care less what you think, because I say how I feel.
But you can appreciate them when they do good, for the club.
Of course, but if they're not fighting for the badge, if they're not fighting for the team, if they're not fighting for the crowd, for the people that support you, then I don't care.
I see what you're saying. B, you have anything you want to say to that, mate?
No, man, I think that's pretty
Spot on.
I agree with that, bro. But you know, yeah, it's true. I mean, we're gonna call it how we see it. You know, I obviously see things a little better. Like I like to have a little bit of patience. I like to see big picture. Me and Bali have some differences in there, but overall, I think the core idea is the same, and we want to see this team do good. And when they do good, we'll give you the praise that is well deserved, and we'll talk shit and we'll do whatever. But when we're doing bad, we're gonna point it out. You know?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we can just real quick reference the post that Drusy posted today, which is Sunday. He said, "What did he say, Primo? Primo, can you?"
He
bring
deleted
it,
it, by the way.
He really?
Or I'm not sure.
I don't know. Drusy said he said something along like people will see the 99% of it. I was bringing it up on the story.
I think he deleted it, bro.
No, it should be up there.
It's still. I think it's still on our story, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he deleted the post.
What is it? Okay, it says, go to the next one. Okay, it says, no importa que hagas el 99% de las cosas bien, la gente siempre mira el 1% malo, which is, doesn't matter if you do 99% of the things right, people will only see the 1% that you did wrong. Now, that had some fans talking on Twitter. They said, well, show me the 99% that's been going right so far this season.
Yeah, I don't think he used the right.
I don't know.
The right caption.
Not
for
smart,
it.
dude. Not
I
smart.
don't know.
Not smart.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Drussy's my guy, bro. Drussy's my guy, but I feel like that's a shot at the fans a little bit. That's a bit of a dig at the fan base. It is what it is, mate, but
we're not here to baby you, bro. We're not here to baby you, G. Straight up, G. I don't want to be your friend, bro. I'm not here for that. Straight up, respectfully.
Do better.
Yeah.
All right, boys. One of the next topics that I want to talk about real quick, it has to be the attack conversation.
What attack?
The attack has to be in conversation because it seems like Rigoni has been a bit of a scapegoat in the past couple of weeks.
He has.
And the problem is the front six.
Yeah.
Rigoni has been a scapegoat, and I'm guilty to it. I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna own it. I've talked maybe a bit too much singling out Rigoni, and the problem has been the entire front six, bro. The entire front six. Now I have some numbers here. 1 goal in around 500 minutes, six MLS games. We had a RSL goal, obviously the 2-1. You know, the last one that we scored, that second one. Then we had a goal versus Colorado. Gallagher. Ever since then, bro, no goals. Colorado was our last goal, mate.
Yeah.
Incredible, right?
Yeah.
We had a loss against Houston, draw against Colorado, loss to LAFC, draw to Vancouver, loss to the Galaxy. So it seems like our form is loss, draw, loss, draw, loss, draw. Also, 2 shots on target for Austin FC all night versus LA Galaxy. Not good enough. Austin FC right now ranks freaking 23rd in expected XG this season. And Austin has not registered a full XG point since the Colorado match, bro. That's absolutely concerning. B, your thoughts on the attack this season so far? It's not Rigoni, obviously. He is part of it, but it's mainly the front six, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, Rigoni gets the front of it because he is a DP player, bro. I mean, just like Redes would get a lot of the hate when he came in because we spent a lot of money on him, and Rigoni's going to get that same attention, the same eyeballs and same criticism because he's expected a lot of because he is a DP player. And he hasn't done anything for us. But I think you're right. I think it's not just on him. I think it falls on also Zardes. I mean, Moxie. Moxie started again, which I was surprised. I wanted Zardes to start, but Moxie gets a start and doesn't do nothing either. I mean, Finley doesn't do anything. Diego, even before he was hurt, bro, he wasn't performing for us. So Diego falls on that as well. Drusy, like you said, it's the front six. Our whole attack, it's just not working. We can't do anything. I mean, next game going forward, I don't see where the goals are coming from. I mean, yeah, it's sad because I mean, look, when we signed Zardes, bro, when we signed Rigoni, I mean, our expectations were pretty. I mean, we said 10 each. I mean, it's 10.
10 goal contributions.
10 goal contributions.
You can have 5 assists, 5 goals, or 7 assists, 3 goals, mate.
Yeah, and it just doesn't seem like we're not even seeing glimpses of it. I'm not really seeing glimpses of it. Like, I'm not. Next game, I don't know how we're gonna score. Like, it's not like we have a. Okay, there's a glimpse of this. We can try that. There's nothing. I mean, unless Gallagher can score a brace or something for us. Again. It's not happening, and this is where we're at now.
I have a tweet here from Matthew Doyle, and he receives a lot of criticism from the AustinFC fans because some of his takes are just poor, honestly. But I want to give him a shout for this tweet that he put out last night. It was a banger tweet. He says, Rigoni is now up to 15 appearances without a goal or assist in MLS play. That's their DP winger. Ronnie Redes is now at 40 appearances, 0 goals, 1 assist. That's their U22 initiative winger. Hard to win when you're getting nothing from what's ostensibly your top-end talent. And that was a response to Eric Goodman, who said last night, he says, Austin FC falls 0-2 to LA Galaxy and now has gone 355 straight minutes without scoring a goal. ATX now outside of the expanded playoff picture in the Western Conference. Bali, what goes through your mind when you hear everything that was just said right now?
I mean, and the fans, let's be clear, the fans have been coming at Rigoni, But B said it spot on, Why? Because he has that DP tag on him. He is a DP player. He gets paid the big money. And he's getting paid $2.5 million, around $2.5 million to play for us. And we see nothing from him. Nothing. I mean, and the fans, we're giving them time because we have to back him. We have to back the player. Because what are we going to do? We're going to let him go right now? We're not going to do that. So we have to back him. But is he good enough? No. He is what he is. He is a 30-year-old player. He's getting up there. He's not on his prime anymore. That's done. And he's here. He's trying. And he thought the MLS was going to be a pretty good league that I could do my thing. And now he comes here and he knows, wow, it's a lot harder than I thought. And that's what's happening. And we let somebody go like Drought, who now he's flying in San Luis, who would have been way cheaper than $2.5 million, And we let a guy like Pochettino go also, who I feel like he could bring something to us if he would have stayed.
Nah,
we let him go too.
Way. Nah, he's another Rigoni, bro.
We let go of a lot of players that we could have used to trust in this guy, and he's letting everyone down. So the criticism is acceptable. It really is. So it is what, and then some people are mad because the reason why he's here is basically because Drusy made the call for him to get here. He made that call, and people now are upset at Drusy because, hey, you're the reason why this guy's here, and he's not good enough.
You could also be accepted at the club for like just believing his word.
Yeah, maybe. Also, yeah, I agree.
What a mess, mate. What a mess.
What a mess.
Now, just real quick, B said his take, Body said his take. Before I go to the San Jose preview, I want to get Primo's reaction to anything on here, mate. What's your problem? What's your Actually, what's your problem? Sorry.
Yeah,
What's your problem,
What's your
primo?
problem?
What's your problem,
What's your
bro?
problem? Straight up.
What's going on with the attack, bro? There's clearly a problem. That's what I was trying to say.
Man, there's clearly something going on right now. It's a bit disappointing. Rigoni, man, be kind of brought up a little bit. He gives those Pochettino vibes. He's a DP. He should be doing DP things at least.
Pochettino had a brace.
Yeah, and that's
And a couple assists.
Pochettino
Right?
had a
Like 1 or
brace,
2 assists.
Put some
and,
respect.
and we were
Yeah.
still shitting on him.
We were still banging.
And this
on
guy
him,
ain't
bro.
doing nothing, bro.
Nothing,
This guy's
bro.
doing nothing.
And then also, just real quick, Primo, I want to reference back to a video that dropped during the week before the game with the FCTV Jorge Iturralde clip. We posted it on Instagram, which was, Drusy seemed frustrated with Jorge. Jorge asked him, what the chemistry was or how he felt with Rigoni. They had played together in Zenit. And he just, asked him, he said, what are your thoughts on, how he still plays wide and you play in the center? In Zenit, he said that that he couldn't find much footage on it, but that he was looking for videos when they were playing like that. And Drusy just seemed like he was frustrated, man. And he went on to say, that he doesn't feel like there should be too much attention, too much negative talking around one player. Obviously talking about Emmy, but no goals, no assists. I mean, how can you not talk about that when you're a DP player, right?
Yeah,
For sure.
right, for sure.
You have to talk about it. You got to bring it up.
It's just a big elephant in the room. And I get Drusy's side of things. You want to defend one of your mates, one of your bros, somebody that you went out and told the ownership, like, hey, I think this guy was going to help us. That's what the Twitter space speaker said that one night. So Drusy, maybe he feels some kind of guilt.
I mean,
Some kind of.
also, he's
I
not
don't
gonna. To be honest, he's not gonna sit in front of that and ask, and then just kind of also agree or talk shit about his boy. I mean, he's not gonna
100%.
do that. So
It's like if me doing that to y'all, I'm not going to do
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
going to go to ownership and be like, Bali, he could score 20 goals in a season. Hire him. You know what I'm saying?
then you get.
That's also a problem, though.
Yeah.
Just how y'all mentioned how the ownership just maybe blindly said, you know what, let's go. But this is all allegedly. We haven't even confirmed this. This is a speaker that came on and said that he had a conversation with one of the
Yeah.
Austin FC owners one day. So we'll just leave it there. Let's see. The last thing we're going to talk about for Austin FC is the San Jose game, guys. That's coming up next. 5th place San Jose. What are y'all's predictions? Real quick. Bali, I'm going to start off with you, mate.
My God. Nah, I mean,
5th place.
bro, I mean,
Recent games. San Jose, April 1st, they beat Houston Dynamo. Houston beat us. April 8th, tied against New York Red Bulls 1-1. Sunday, April 15th, San Jose 3-0 Sporting Kansas City. They're poor.
The poorest.
Yesterday, Ross Salt Lake beat them 3-1. We beat Ross Salt Lake. Now, it's important to note that before they play us, Tuesday, April 25th, they have to play Monterey Bay for the U.S. Open Cup match. That's Tuesday, April 25th. They play us Saturday, April 29th. So we have a break there. We're going to see if they're going to have some rotated players. They're coming off of a loss against Ross Salt Lake. They got to play Open Cup match. Then they come to the big, bad, mighty Q2 Stadium with 21,000 fans that are there all 90 minutes. Thoughts on the match, bro? What are your score predictions?
oh man, I say, we get the W. I say that the players have to wake up. Have to wake up. Am I confident? No, I'm not. That's why I hope happens. I believe and I hope that we win. I'll take a 1-0. I'll take a scrappy 1-0. I'll take it. But I think that we have to bounce back, bro. We're back at Q2. We need a win at home, man. I mean, those fans, we need that win at home, bro. I mean, we're struggling out there. The fan base is I feel like it's not the same anymore. I feel like we're quiet. I feel like some people are like, why are we here? Look at this team. Why am I chanting? Why am I singing 90 minutes for these results?
You got to back
Yeah.
the boys.
So we have to back them. But if we don't get a win soon, I mean, it's not going to be good. And at home, especially in front of that crowd, we should be able to push that team through. They should feel us, and they should try to.
You saw that crowd in Carson.
That's what I was going to bring
You
up,
saw
man.
that crowd in Carson, bro.
It was
They
dead.
they were protesting how bad they are. They were protesting their FO, right? And they still rallied behind their fan base or their team, whoever the people that were there. Was like 50 people there, bro. I've seen more people in a Chili's, fam. Straight up, bro. And I mean, Q2 is packed all the time.
Yeah.
Record still there. Sold out record still there, bro.
Yeah.
But B, do you have any
Yeah,
prediction for the game?
I was gonna bring that up. I mean, look, how do they feel, bro? Like, I mean, you play at Q2 Stadium at home, and you see the atmosphere, you see the fans. It's packed, sold out, 90 minutes chanting, and then you go play against LA, who are in the mud. You look around and you see the fans there, and you lose to them, bro. Like, as a player, man, like, it's gotta hit hard, bro. To see that, to go away to LA, see that there's 50 people in the stadium and they still beat you, and then you gotta go at home and look at the support that you have at home. But for San Jose game, I see like a 1-0 scrap. I agree. Either a 0-0 or a 1-0 win.
Yeah.
That's the type of vibes that we're in. We're trying to break the seal. We're trying to open the floodgates. We don't know. We haven't had any signs of that happening. So I don't know, man. I'm not going in there confident. So I'm hoping for a win, but we'll see.
Primo, prediction for you, mate?
I think we're gonna lose, bro.
Oh, my days.
And or tie. I don't think we're winning. I think we probably won't see a difference. I'll probably start changing my mind once Cascante comes back. I think that will probably give us some kind of boost, something. We'll be able to switch the formation, the lineup a little bit, and give us something different in the midfield with Alex Green hopefully starting there. But until then, we're, like B said, we're not seeing anything happen. We're not seeing any motivation right now. So I think until we get Cascante back, then maybe we'll start getting some dubs. But until then, maybe now 1-0. They have a good striker, bro. So
Yeah, they have a really good player in Christian Espinoza right now. He's on fire. A lot of people were telling me about him, to watch out for him. So it's going to be a guy that I'm going to watch. As for my score prediction, y'all, I think Austin FC at Q2 Stadium shouldn't be underestimated. I think whenever any MLS team goes at home, they come alive. That's why the points at home are so important. They're so crucial because you should always be winning. Maybe not saying always, but you should 9 out of 10 times should be winning your points at home because you're with your fans, bro. You got your freaking fans there. Whenever you go away from home, if you can get a point, it's golden, bro. But when you're at home, bro, and you're playing for your fans, especially when you're somewhere like Q2 Stadium, where a lot of players themselves have said on record, they say that they love to come to Q2 Stadium to play against us because of the atmosphere that the fans put on, right? So whenever you have that, mate, I mean, it just has to turn on a spark in you. It has to maybe put a little bit more juice into your battery. So for this game, especially morale being so low, Juicy maybe dropping a shot or two to the fan base that has been criticizing him, I think these guys come out inspired. I think these guys come out and wanted to make a statement. Things are not good right now. But whenever you're rock bottom, just like B was saying, the only way to go is up. The only way to go is up.
The thing is, we don't know if this is our rock bottom, bro. Because like Bali said, things could get worse, bro.
That's true. That's true.
And don't
mate.
be surprised if it happens.
That's true. I just think that coming home right now would be really good for these guys. And I think that if we can get the entire stadium behind them like we always do, I think it'll definitely show them support. Like to Juicy, like, okay, you want to talk mess about the people that are criticizing the team right now because they're not playing well? Well, guess what? We're still going to be there supporting 90 minutes. How are you going to feel? How are you going to feel? We just want good product on the field, mate. That's all we want. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no? So we'll see what happens there, mate. For me, just like I said, haven't gave y'all a number, but it's difficult to say to 2-1, a 1-0.
all that, talking.
I'm trying to figure it out, mate. It's difficult to say it. I'm not writing it out, but I'm gonna go with the 2-1 Austin FC.
Man, 2 goals.
It's difficult.
2-1?
It's difficult to say it.
2-1?
I'm gonna go with Austin
2
FC.
goals, bro.
I'm gonna ride the wave, saying that I think they're gonna come out inspired. I think they're gonna come out inspired, wanting to make a statement. That's just my take.
Well, I'm telling you something, bro. If that happens, oh boy, how we need that. That
Need
fan
it.
base, we need a win. We're desperate for a
We
win.
need the win, mate. I mean, we're there 90 minutes.
Yeah,
we're there
bro, I
every
mean,
week in and week out.
we're struggling right now. We're down now. I mean,
drumming,
Austin FC fans, we're down right now. I mean,
We're
I look
down.
at some of my Austin FC friends, and they don't look the same, bro. They just don't. They don't look the same.
Worn out.
And they
Losing
look at
hair?
me. They
Worn
look at
out.
me, and
They're
they're
losing hair.
they look at me, and they're like, Bali. I'm like, yeah, you're right, bro.
It's like that SpongeBob
I'm mad.
meme
I'm sad. Yes.
with the guys like, look, I got a picture of when you were first here. And now look at you. He's all. You seen that one?
All right, boys. Now, one last thing on the Austin FC segment. Just a real quick question that I want to ask. We don't have to make it long or anything like that. Just answer. But apparently, there was an interview that came out. Tata Martino said that his weakness is the MLS.
Oh my God.
That he'll be open to come back. Now, he had a great spell with ATL in the 2018, 2017 years. We all know that team. They had Jose Martinez, Almiron, Atlanta broke records. They won the cup, didn't they? They won the cup, right? So Tata Martino has history here. He said MLS is his weakness. Austin FC is a team that has the coach in the hot seat right now. He could maybe see the door at the end of the season. We'll see what happens with Josh Wolf. But the main question here is, would you be open to a Tata Martino head coach scenario for Austin FC?
I don't think that's happening. I'll be real. I don't think so. I don't think they'll go for it.
Would you be open for it?
Would you be open for it? I'm not saying if it's going to happen. I'm saying, would you be open for it? Would Bali be down?
I'm surprised it's taking
Nah.
you this long. Wait, no?
No?
what?
Okay.
I don't think so. I think the guy that I wanted and that I've been wanting this whole time was
Mohamed.
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 But now he's at Pumas now, so it's gonna be hard to convince him.
He probably
to
wants a
come over
lot of
here.
money,
and he
too.
probably wants a lot
Takes
of money.
a lot of money to get
But
Mohamed.
but we got money.
We got a very
we got money.
One thing that
We
I
got
will say,
money.
we got a very ambitious ownership.
We do.
Our ownership is very ambitious.
Well,
And I
I
feel like
mean,
a
how
Turco Mohamed,
ambitious?
that Argentina connection with Drought. We have a lot of Argentina players in the team, a lot of Spanish speaking players on the team.
Yeah. And
So
good thing that you pointed out before I get B's take on this is the fact that there's a connection between Tata Martino, Sebastian Drussi, and Emiliano Rigoni, right? They're all from the same country. That's a no-brainer. But apparently, I went back and I did some digging, but apparently Tata Martino gave Drussi his debut at the club level with Old Boys, if I'm not mistaken. Newell's Old Boys is what I saw on the research I was making. And he gave Rigoni his first call-up and debut for the Argentina
oh
team.
yeah.
So, I mean, these guys
okay.
clearly respect him. And Drussi has gone on record in the past, and he's spoken very well of Tata Martino. And apparently, there was a rumor that Drussi could have signed with Atlanta United in those early years, but instead he signed with Zenit St. Petersburg in Russia, and so did Rigoni. So with all that being said, B, are you going to have the same mindset as Bali, like, nah, I don't want him, or would you be more open to this now?
I mean, look, we talked about it that he's obviously being backed with a contract extension, Wolf, right? And we all is he going? Is he not? Is he really going? You think they would do it? And we kind of agree that it's not happening, right? But if you like, if out of nowhere, like Wolf is leaving for any other reason, and he was an option, I would be down, bro. I would be down because of all the connections you just said. But obviously, is he gonna go? Is he gonna come, bro? So. Like, come on, bro. You know,
it would be a good move.
It would be a great move.
Honestly, I don't think it will happen. I think that AP might be looking at like a Berhalter.
AP would have to make that decision. Like, he would have to think about it. It would be like it would be a late night. He was like,
he's gonna
just
be
like,
it
would have to be something drastic.
He's gonna be stressing.
Stressing decision, like a last minute, just a fuck it decision. But
yeah,
is it gonna happen? No, but if I had to, if you're asking me would I take him, I would take him, but I don't think it's gonna happen. And if it does, I mean, it would have to mean that AP made a drastic decision to say fuck it. Him or I don't know what this U.S. situation, because I know AP has a more of a stronger connection.
It's a bubble.
It's a bubble. So Greg Berhalter,
Jesse Marsh. Jesse.
Or
Jesse
Marsh.
Marsh.
Jesse's staying in Europe.
I think he wants to continue to coach in
Tata,
Europe.
bro, you know what? Tata Martino would be a great. He would be a good move.
But
I had to bring
but
it
I don't
up.
think it'll happen, bro.
I had to bring it up, and I want to ask the listeners of Top Flight also: would you be open to a Tata Martino?
I would, bro.
If it's him,
I would.
If it's him, let's do it.
Let's do it.
But let's do it. Let's talk to him right now, though. Hit him up right now and tell him, you know what, Tata? Mira, si esto sigue, papi, I'm going to call you.
I would think he maybe listen to Boludo more than Papi.
Oh, yeah,
He's not
Boludo.
Puerto Rican.
Boludo.
But I do want to say this. A lot of Austin FC fans are also El Tri fans. And as soon as they hear the name Tata Martino, they almost want to puke, right?
Yes.
So I want to ask y'all to look at this with MLS glasses only. Leave the El Tri bias out of it if you can. I know it's hard,
It's
but
impossible.
if you can, take it out. And just judge him based off of his results, his campaigns in the MLS.
He killed us in the World Cup, bro. It's on him.
Let's forget about that for a second, though. Okay, and let's just look at this from an MLS perspective only. and just think about what could happen.
I
There's a
would-
connection with Drusi. There's a connection with Emmy. The respect could come back.
Let's do it.
It'll be very interesting, mate. Now
Let's do it.
It's a very long shot. I
Yeah,
understand.
it is. It is.
But I
it
just
is.
wanted to plant the seed. Just wanted to plant the seed. It was
Man.
discussed yesterday on Twitter. Shout out to Jay Torres. But, officially we'll talk about it on the pod.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I had to do it.
Hey, I mean, I'm
we're out here.
I'm kind of happy right now.
Nah.
Wow, just the idea.
well,
the
I'm
idea
kind of
makes you happy.
excited, bro.
I'm actually going to take that happiness away from you right now, bro, because we got to shift into Europe.
No,
Yes,
not chill out.
sir.
I'm good.
We
I'm
got-
good.
The
I'm
Bottlers.
Nah, I'm good.
The
I'm good.
Bottlers.
I'm good, bro.
We're going to
you
talk
Bottle
real
the
quick
lead.
about
know, I think
mate.
it's time for me. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.
Nah,
I'm gonna see you
We're going to
tomorrow.
talk about the Gunners.
Thank
real
you.
quick.
I'm gonna see you tomorrow, bro. Appreciate you,
You're
Aaron.
good, bro.
We're
Primo.
going to talk
I'm
about
down
the
bad
Gunners
too.
real quick, mate.
We all down bad. Let's be down
Gunners.
bad together.
Down 1-0, 2-0,
Walcott.
2-1, 3-1.
Wally
But then,
Walcott.
but then they fight back. Man. What was your thoughts, real quick? Arsenal 3-3. The league is slipping away like sand through your hands, bro. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, I mean all that hope, all that fight the whole season just to let it slip up like that, it's sad, man. But this is the time for us to just stick together, because anything could happen. Anything could happen. We have to believe.
You just gotta beat City. It's
We
all
have to-
good.
we have
Just
to
beat
believe.
City.
But a lot of people around, a lot of Arsenal fans are saying it's over, it's done, and a lot of people are believing. They believe that we could come back and we could still win this league. But we have City on Wednesday, and I think that's gonna be the game that's gonna decide this league.
Real quick, Bali. Chelsea, Arsenal haven't won at the Etihad since January 2015. Does that scare
boy.
you? 8 years.
And guess who?
Does that scare me, bro? I'm terrified.
And guess who's there? Haaland, bro.
Haaland.
And you think City are? What's their mindset in training right now? What are they fighting for?
They're fighting for everything.
They're fighting for everything, mate. Haaland is on the verge of breaking Premier League record. He's on the verge of breaking a Champions League record. The vibe in training must be insane. Madrid in the Champions League, FA Manchester Derby in the FA Cup final, and they got a chance to play Arsenal. Not
we have
looking
to
good.
believe.
Right?
And then we have Newcastle away. Like it's just then Chelsea at
And
home.
Brighton.
And Brighton.
It's
And
gonna
Brighton.
be gonna be
my
tough.
God, it's over,
gonna
bro.
be
It's
tough.
over.
Like,
It's over, Bali.
but
Bali.
it's yeah.
Bali.
You might be right, bro. You might be right.
I'm right, bro.
But
it's over.
I just want to keep believing, bro, because this can't happen to me right now. I can't be going through this.
One last thing,
right
Bali.
now.
Arsenal got 8 minutes added on. Was that too much?
No, sir.
Was there really
did you
time
see
wasted?
Did you see those players flopping
Eight-
on the ground, flopping? Oh, I'm
8
cramping.
minutes.
Wally Walcott,
Eight-
you.
8 minutes though.
You
bro?
what? You what?
8 minutes though, bro. Really? I mean, it seems like the EPL wants Arsenal to make a comeback. The EPL is siding with y'all, bro.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
All right, mate. Well, let's see. I want to go into the Chelsea side of things real quick so we can
Why?
get B's take on it.
What's going on there?
A lot, brother. Real quick, we say reports say that about 12 players will be out once the season is over to have a reset on the squad. Is there any truth to that?
Yo, we're definitely losing a lot of players, bro. 100%. I don't know about 12. I don't know if it's that number, but 1,000% players are leaving in the summer. 1,000%.
Another question, B.
Mm-hmm.
Pochettino is now the main candidate to take over Chelsea managerial spot and already have made initial talks. But also now Vincent Kompany is a candidate. What are your thoughts? Who do you want?
When I saw that shit, I was like, what company? Come on now.
Kompany.
So the Enrique talks fell through, not happening. Nagelsmann, not happening. According to Fabrizio Romano. Boch? I mean, he's got Tottenham ties, bro. I don't know. I don't
think
know
he'll
how I
take
feel
it.
about
I
that.
think he will
He'll
take
take
it.
it. I think he'll do good for you.
He'll do great.
I think Luis Enrique would have been really good.
Nah,
for
that's
you.
not happening. Nagelsmann's not happening.
Yeah.
Definitely, I don't even want to consider company, bro. No way. No way.
Kompany?
No way.
No.
Look, he's doing great with Burnley. Brought him up.
Yeah.
Great. Good. But come on, bro. No. There will be more names to come, bro. This is not just right now. It's Pochettino's being talked about. There will be more names to come. So I'm not really dead set on anyone right now.
All right, mate. I want to get Primo in on this, man. But this is on the Man United side of things. Well, first of all, United are out of the Europa League, losing 3-0 at Sevilla, 5-2 aggregate. and United are now 5 games without ever beating Sevilla, 2 draws and 3 losses. United have been knocked out 6 consecutive times in European competitions in the knockout rounds to Spanish teams. And this is where I want to get your take pretty much. Eric has notes here. He says, Casemiro was asked after the Europa League game if Sevilla in the Europa League is the Madrid of the Champions League, which Casemiro responded with, quote, well, I think they're missing 7 or 8 trophies to come close to Madrid, end of quote. Is that arrogant?
No, it's not arrogant. It's just
It's
just
facts.
It's facts.
It's just facts. Yeah.
But is Sevilla not the Real Madrid of Europa?
Yeah, I mean, they're good.
Yeah,
I mean,
would
you
say
can't
so.
underestimate
I mean,
them at all, even if
Nah,
they're
Sevilla.
not doing good in the league.
Not Sevilla, bro.
They'll go all out in the Europa League.
Sevilla has won it like the past 15 years. They've won it like 5 times or something.
I think Chelsea's has a harder flex. The 2 times they've been in it,
yeah, every
They've
time
won
we're
it
in
twice.
it, we win it.
I think that's a bigger flex.
Every time we're in it, we win it, bro.
That means that you're not always in it, right? Because
But
you
when
don't.
we are-
Because you don't have to.
yeah,
But when you are, you win it.
we win it.
But this
Exactly.
season, you ain't gonna be even in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, bro. You're not even gonna
That
be
was
in-
uncalled for while I was
That's
drinking
crazy.
water,
I
bro.
just thought about that. Last thing I want to add on United. United advanced to the FA Cup final. They beat Brighton 7-6 in penalties. They will face City in the final.
First ever Manchester Derby FA Cup final.
Wow.
Yeah, first
Wow.
ever.
City.
Harry
congratulations.
Maguire.
Congrats to City for winning the FA Cup title. Congrats to City on winning the EPL title. And congrats to Real Madrid on winning the Champions League.
What?
They're fighting for the treble, mate. It's up there. It's
up there.
alive.
What if
It's
City win
alive.
everything?
Oh my
Nah,
god.
I hope not.
Haaland Ballon d'Or
hope
for
not.
sure, for
I hope
sure.
not, mate. One more thing I want to ask, boys. Juve got their 15 points back.
I saw that.
Nice.
They got
Typical
the
Serie
15
A
points.
vibes.
Typical Serie A.
Serie A,
That-
it's Serie A
hey.
vibes.
Hey, shout out to the lawyers. Their lawyers are
Their lawyers,
A1
yeah.
lawyers.
Their lawyers in
A1.
their pockets.
They spent millions.
Bro,
Yeah.
shout out to the Made Men.
Huh?
Y'all know what that is? Made Men? That's like some mafia
Mhm.
stuff, bro.
That's
Mm.
it. It's Serie A.
Cosa Nostra. Cosa Nostra type
It's
stuff.
that.
That's crazy.
Hmm?
But yeah, Juve got the 15 points back. Congratulations to
I'm
them,
actually,
I guess.
I'm actually happy for them. I like Juventus.
I don't. Let's see. Real quick update before we end the pod. The Austin FC boys, the Austin FC 2 boys, I think they're 1-1 right now.
1-1.
They're 1 run right now. 9
Okay.
minutes ago, it was minute 65. Has some substitutions come on. It's 1-1 against the LA Galaxy 2. So big ups to them. We'll see
Super
what
subs coming in though.
We'll see what the results are. Oh, Charlie Asensio and EJ
Yep.
Johnson coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie.
Oh, we have a notification. What is it? Nah, it's the same thing. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning into another episode of the Top Flight Podcast. It's been a great one. Right now we're in the mud, but we're still going to keep on covering this team. We're going to still keep on backing the boys. We're not going to go anywhere. We got a duty to the fan base,
Yeah.
right? So whether you like us or not, whether you appreciate the coverage or not, we're still going to be here standing tall, 10
Also-
toes down.
Also, I want to give a shout out. Happy birthday to my brother Carlos.
Yes.
Happy birthday,
Happy
bro.
birthday, my G.
Yeah, he listens
Shout
to the
out.
pod, so I just want to give him a little happy birthday.
Happy birthday to him. Happiest of birthdays, bro. Hopefully you enjoyed your day. All right, boys. Another episode.
Another one, man. I mean, next week, let's hope for.
Road to 100? No, what is 90?
Yeah.
What is this?
We're
94.
almost there, no?
94.
94.
94.
All right.
Almost there, bro.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back for more later. Peace.